Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an Outlaw Trails, the role-playing game story. I'm titling this one Riding Shotgun. It's going to be the beginning of a campaign we ran years ago. My friend Earl was starting a brand new Outlaw Trails game. Earl was an excellent game master. We always enjoyed playing in his games. And he ran multiple games. He was really good. There were 5 of us playing. We all made up brand new characters. We all started in different areas, so Earl was running us all separately to establish our characters and get us a little bit of experience. As usual with new characters, mine was broke. I had enough to get a shotgun and some shells and a knife. Other than clothing, a canteen, and some beans and a mess kit, that was it. I was like, that was it. No horse, no saddle, no nothing. Yeah. Before I get any further into this, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you would hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. My character was broke. I needed a stake. So I went looking for work. I was striking out everywhere I went, and I was actually about to resort to petty theft when I saw a freight office with a help wanted sign. I walked in, and the clerk took one look at me. Seeing the shotgun, he smiled. "You're hired." The freight line regularly hauled silver from the local mines, and consequently, they got robbed a lot. There was no army nearby, and the sheriff had his hands full with a rowdy town, so they needed a man to ride shotgun. The pay was good, so I said, what the hell? I hired on. The driver was an old man who'd been driving wagons for decades. He was a company man. He'd been there forever. I climbed up next to him, and he looked me over. He shook his head, he flicked the reins, and started the horses on. It was going to be a 6-hour trip, and I was not looking forward to it. I tried to make small talk with the old man, but all he did was grunt. So I said, screw it, I kept quiet. A few miles outside town, he said, "They'll be coming soon. Just let them take the silver and don't make a fuss." I thought that was a weird thing for a long-time company man to say, Sure enough, a few minutes later, 3 men stepped out from the bushes with rifles. The old man pulled up, and one of the men said, "Hey, Elmer, who's the kid?" Elmer looked at me and said, "He just hired new. He'll be no problem. Same split as usual." It was at that point that I realized the old man was in on it. I grabbed the reins and shoved him off the wagon. I blasted the first barrel of my shotgun into the man on the right as I whipped the horses straight into the other 2. One was run down under the team of horses and the wagon wheels. The other jumped clear. I ran those horses as hard as I could. A couple of rifle shots whizzed past me, but they missed. I rounded a bend into some hills, and when I was well out of sight, I made sure I was well out of sight before I slowed down. I drove that team as fast as I could without tiring them until I heard horses running behind me. I turned the wagon into some trees and took cover as I reloaded my shotgun. The old man and the other guy rode up. I didn't even bother to warn them. I opened up with that shotgun and gave them both barrels. The old man was killed. The other man was wounded and rode off. I drove the wagon on into town, and the freight office, the guy in the freight office there, he was surprised that I'd made it. He gave me a nice bonus and asked if I wanted to hire on permanent. I declined. Yeah, riding shotgun for a silver wagon in an area where everybody was corrupt, that didn't really appeal to me. Besides, I was looking forward to meeting up with the other players that Earl was running, so it worked out pretty good. There's going to be more to this, so just stay tuned. There will be more. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.